live on this Tuesday night. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the fourth member of our crew. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thanks. With the new G League Pathway program, some say that the NBA is competing now with college hoops for top high school players. G League President Sharif Abdur-Rahim said, "I don't think so. This is an opportunity for unique talents, a select group that are tracking toward the NBA. It's a different model from college." Guys, we'll see how this works out in the years to come.
DA, thanks a lot. Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's White in at the point. And for Memphis, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Clark in at the 3 spot. Well, we've seen some head coaching changes, Greg. We're early in the season. How long does it take to fully implement, do you think, a new system with a new coach?
You know, it's a tough question, Kevin. It really can depend on how difficult or complicated the system is. But all things being equal, the experienced teams often learn faster because they just understand the game better.
Now here's Brooks. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Brooks has got the game going here with the first basket for the Grizzlies.
Such excellent body control. I mean, Brooks can absorb contact and finish at the rim without having the shot affected at all.
Levine can't hit. And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. Pass to Clark. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
Oh, this is just being a good teammate. I mean, Morant making sure to whip the ball over to his open man.
White the pass to Markkanen. White against Brooks. With some arc, and the rejection by Valanciunas. Morant with it, now defended by Markkanen. And that one's good, Morant.
Yeah, wiry, strong, and courageous. Morant's willing to slam it up in there if you give him a lane.
Now Levine. He's coming off a 10-point game against Charlotte.
Yeah, man, as good of a scorer as he was in that game, he was even a better passer. A lot of assists for him.
Now here's White. Markkanen from outside. And the Bulls with another miss.
Well, that's just a lucky break for the deep. Yeah, keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play.
And what an incredible shot in the arm for this franchise. The opportunity to draft a potential superstar in Ja Morant, and they had only a 6% chance of landing that number 2 overall pick.
They've had a lot of good players come through Memphis over the years, GA, but probably no one with Morant's upside.
He has future league MVP potential. Once the three-point shot is consistent, once he cuts back on the turnovers, I just don't know how you stop him.
Levine double team. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
And here are the Bulls now. Markkanen dishes to Levine. 6 to shoot. Carter inside the three-point line. And again, Chicago. No good.
Their focus next trip has to be getting a high-quality shot. I mean, they don't want to start the game 0 for 5.
Brooks the pass to Morant. Here's Jackson. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
To end the cold streak, it's blocked.
And timing is so important. I mean, right there, Brooks shows nice judgment, being able to get the rejection.
Morant passes to Jackson. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Levine kicks to Porter. White looking around. Here's Levine, and it's blocked.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
And last year, Lauri Markkanen was asked to change his style of play a bit. He did more spot-up shooting for the team.
Yeah, and honestly, in my opinion, GA, it was a waste of what Markkanen can be. I mean, this kid can dunk on you inside, post up, face, get you in the triple threat, shoot the three off the spot up, and more so importantly, maybe even handle the ball. He can make players around him better. He has one of the quickest first steps to take guys off the dribble in the league for his size. I'd like to see him take greater advantage of his skill set.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor, just in total control so far.
Here's White. The Grizzlies making the shot. Looking to end the run. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
The thing that really separates White is the quickness. Whether it's with the ball in his hands or running off screens, he's very difficult to stay connected to defensively.
And last year, Greg, we saw White get more comfortable in the offense as the season went on.
You know, more scorer than a playmaker at this point. Drafted 7th overall because he has the potential to do both. If he can add strength and cut back on the turnovers, he's going to be a very good player for a long time.
No good on that one.
One day, Kobe White might just be in that rare era of guys we call unstoppable. I mean, you can tell he wants to learn and is always finding a way to improve his game.
And he's good on the second.
Well, some highs and lows for Kobe White in his rookie season. But you can see the upside he possesses, Kevin. White can get hot and fill it up in a hurry.
Now, here's Clark. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Heat in Miami.
Yeah, but it wasn't all about himself. I mean, he kept everybody else in the loop. His passing was tremendous.
Here is Porter. No points in the game yet for him. For 3, Levine. Offensive rebound. Markkanen. And the rejection by Jackson. But they recover it. Markkanen. The kick out to Porter. Beyond the arc. Can't hit that one. And it's Memphis the other way. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
In-game adjustments are critical. They did an awesome job taking what the defense gave them.
And with White, how about a 23-point quarter early in his NBA career?
White's numbers were pretty bad overall. But with that huge quarter he had, the streaky shooting, you can see what lies ahead for him.
Now, here's Clark. It's all in by the Bulls, and this is the first season matchup for them against the Grizzlies.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it'll be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
Yeah, should be a fun game to watch. I mean, 2 teams that don't see each other that much. They'll learn a lot about each other tonight.
And the rejection by Jackson.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
To the inside, stolen by Levine. There's the pass to Porter. It's White on the wing. Now, here's Clark. Here's Morant. Score it. His 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
I tell you, they were drawing a lot of iron from the perimeter. Couldn't get the threes to go down, and really the story of the game.
They kept chucking from distance, and ultimately it was their undoing. A disappointing result.
When these players get to the free throw line, it's nearly automatic. The 2K leaderboards show us this month's free throw shooting percentage leaders. And you look at White, 4th in the league, and as consistent as they come at the free throw line. And, of course, Zach LaVine doing just as much. Also absolutely fantastic from the free throw line.
They have both been unconscious from the free throw line. I mean, you could put a blindfold on them, and it wouldn't matter. Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Valanciunas passes to Clark. Got a hand on it.
The coaching staff loves this. They know marketing has the length needed to swat a lot of shots away.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Morant outside. Out to Brooks for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Brooks has got 5 points so far.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Porter with it. Guarded now by Clark. Clark against Porter. Trying to get something going. And the rejection by Jackson. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Gorgie Dangs checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Kyle Anderson comes in for Jackson. And Jones subbed in for Dylan Brooks. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Noah Vonleh, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. Young comes in for Porter. Valentine's checked in for Levine. And Satoransky's subbed in for White. Just 4 to shoot. And here's Valentine for 3. Good on the three-point shot.
Oh, man, what a smart feed for marketing. I mean, I'd like to see him do that more. Get his teammates involved.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Pass to Chang. Stolen by Satoransky. In transition, here come the Bulls. Valentine wide open. He fires from outside off the mark. And the Grizzlies leading by 16. It's Morant with the drive.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, you think defensively that you're trying to pack in the lane, I mean, but that opens up some opportunities for their shooters.
And here is Valentine. Puts up a 3. Rebound by Chang.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Here's Clark. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And one of the biggest surprises last year for Memphis, Brandon Clark, brought not only the energy, the rebounds, the block shots, he brought the three-point shooting.
First free throw is good. A player known for his athleticism, Clark's skill set may have been underappreciated by people and personnel.
Not only the long-range shooting, Clark showed up with a terrific floater, hit his free throws. He even started creating for others by the end of last year.
The Bulls making a switch here. Gafford's checked in. And so Clark nails both of them.
The potential is there. For Clark, it's about expanding the range so that it makes him more versatile offensively.
And the foul called on Tyus Jones. That's his first foul. Satoransky with it. Jones covering.
Playing the little cornerback there. Anticipates the pass, jumps the route.
That one drops for him.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Here's Saturansky. He's still scoreless so far in this one. It's Young on the wing. He doesn't hit that one. Some solid defense from Clark.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Back to Saturansky. Bulls moving the ball around. Pass to Gafford. It's rebounded by Memphis. Clark's got 6 rebounds in the game. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And Young kicks to Saturansky. Now here's Valentine. He's covered by Anderson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's foul number 2 for him. Saturansky looking around. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's Valentine. Covered by Winslow.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
Yeah, not everyone has Steph Curry's shooting ability. I'd be surprised. I'd be hurt if he tries another one like that again.
And so it's Memphis with it. After Denzel Valentine missing on that last 3-pointer. Conchar, the pass to Jang. Over Vonleh. That's tipped. Here's Saturansky. 2 points. That one goes.
And how about the focus Saturansky poses on these finishes? Impressive watching him work through contact.
Winslow with it. Down low and stolen by Vonleh. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. And Young kicks to Valentine. And the rejection by Jang. Saturansky. No good with the triple. And the Grizzlies leading by 20. Jones drives in. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
And Chicago has possession. 1:39 left to play in the first quarter. And the foul called on Tyus Jones. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
2 fouls and we're not even out of the first quarter. That's not a good pace to set.
Chicago shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
The first one falls.
And see, well, Saturansky doesn't have many years of NBA experience, but he plays like a vet due to his time over in Europe.
I agree with you, G.A. Saturansky's he's a great decision maker. He's been a winner and a natural leader in the locker room. Every player he's played with has had great things to say about him.
Both good from the line that time.
A tall, strong combo guard who can shoot it as well as pass it. Saturansky played around 30 minutes a game for the Bulls last season. as he found a way to impress the team every chance they gave him.
Inside. Pushing it up. Jumps up. And it's Young finishing it off.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Well, the scouting report for Satoransky is this: if he could increase his consistency, Greg, shooting the ball, his game could reach another level.
Yeah, I mean, throughout his career, the percentages have been all over the place. He's not really a volume three-point shooter. The key for Satoransky is good shot selection and just playing under control.
Here's Conchar. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Shot clock at 5. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Here's Jang.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
Offline with the baseline jumper. To the middle. Stolen. Here's Brooks, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
What athleticism from Brooks. You can't let him get this kind of positioning. See why right there.
32 seconds left in the first quarter.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
Chicago shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. And the first one drops.
Now, what you especially like about Satoransky, I mean, he gives you size out of the backcourt, and he's a complete player.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Brooks against Satoransky. Brooks, the pass to Anderson. Count it. Good. Anderson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Here's Valentine. Over Brooks. John Moran has been leading the charge, guys, for Memphis. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And recently, we chatted with Zach LaVine about the team, and he pointed out what he sees as an advantage.
You know, we should have energy, and we should be outplaying the other team. Like I said, just competitive-wise, we don't have all the miles the other teams have. We should have energy, you know, young, hungry dudes that are ready to compete and show what they have in this league. And we shouldn't be tired out there. We should be the most conditioned team, and we should be running people up and down.
Greg trying to turn their youthful exuberance into a weapon.
I like that he's focused on increasing their level of activity because it's something within their control.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And the Grizzlies have been rolling right along, haven't they?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Well, setting the pace early, aggressive mind state. I love their approach so far.
We've got Dylan Brooks. Gorgie Dang is out there with Anderson. Then it's Winslow, and it's Conchar in at the 1. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Bulls have a new front office, branching out from the Nuggets brain trust with new team president. Given Denver's success identifying and developing young talent with a win percentage that's climbed year after year, there is at least some optimism that the Bulls will be able to build a similar and sustainable winning program. Guys?
Wouldn't that be a story? Thank you, David. First one falls for. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that.
I like seeing Anderson look to capitalize from there, showing that nice soft touch on that shot.
Bulls trail by 20. Now Sadaransky. He kicks it to Valentine. Back to Sadaransky. And the rejection by Jang. Young against Brooks. There's the dish to Jang. Now here's Winslow. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Out to Brooks. A 3-ball. The shot will not fall. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Knocks down the 3-ball.
No hesitation from Sadaransky there. I mean, the coaching staff loves seeing him shoot with confidence.
And here's Winslow. Valentine grabs the board. Bulls trail by 17. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Banked in off the glass. Valentine's got 5 points so far. And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. 22 is their biggest lead. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 9.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Chicago calls timeout. And where Brooks seemed to have carved out a niche, GA, his consistency from range and from the line.
Kev, if you can space the floor and hit your free throws, you're going to be in the rotation. Brooks really came into his own last season. And the more he refines his shot selection, the more valuable he becomes to this team.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Valanciunas, who's checked in for Gorgie Dang. Jackson comes in for Anderson. And it's Morant in for Dylan Brooks. Now here's Levine. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Winslow up top. Light covering. Winslow, the pass to Concha. Excellent D there from Markkanen.
The D hanging tough and stopping what would normally have been an easy lay.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they could do is try to get him more easy looks.
Now here's Morant. He's coming off a 31-point game against the Heat in Miami.
Oh, my goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. Bulls trail by 19. Outside, Markkanen. Left side, Levine. Outside, White. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist.
What a move from White. I mean, that's the kind of handle that makes defenders hesitate.
And the Grizzlies leading by 17. Morant outside. The feed to Valanciunas. Over Carter. Valanciunas, good. Valanciunas has got 4 points in the quarter.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Now here's Levine. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Kept alive. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. White against Morant. A second chance effort.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Bulls trail by 19.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Markkanen. Carter. And Carter with his second chance points. Carter's got his first 2 points of the night.
Oh, he's just such a terrific offensive rebounder. I mean, Carter Jr. excels at using his big body to his advantage on the glass.
Morant with it. Now defended by Markkanen. Conchar, the pass to Valanciunas. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range. Just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
Here's White. Can't hit the free throw line jumper.
Even when the D is playing off of him, the mid-range jumper shouldn't be the shot they're looking for.
Winslow against Levine, and Jackson throws it down hard.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Bulls trail by 19. Outside, White. Pass to Carter. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Here's Levine. Jacks up a three. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Winslow kicks to Morant. The pass to Conchar. Back to Morant. Lock at 6. Second chance shot. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And add Valanciunas to the list of traditional bigs who are trying to stretch out their games. Last year, he shot more threes per contest than in any other season. And he actually hit them at a decent clip.
And even though Valanciunas has added the 3-ball to his game, his value to this team really lies elsewhere.
Yes, yeah. He better know where his bread is buttered and stay in his lane. There's no question he's there to be a space eater. Look, think about it. He gives you high-level rebounding, efficient scoring inside. But if he wants more minutes on the floor, the improved jump shot is key for him.
Here's Jones after the made shot from Lauri Markkanen. Stolen by Carter. Levine against Morant. And the jam by Levine.
Well, easy look provided by Carter Jr. Always helps when your bigs can move the rock.
Morant scanning the floor. Lets it go with a 3. Markkanen pulls it in. Markkanen's got 6 rebounds here tonight. White with it. Jones covering. It's White on the wing. 11 points last game. Markkanen good. Markkanen's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, known for his shooting, Markkanen is still 7 feet. Great to see him score near the hoop.
Outside Jackson. Clark outside. Up top Morant. And again, Memphis no good.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Levine can't hit.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Jackson, well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Jackson's got 8 points.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Now here's Porter. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Levine. There it is. Only a second basket. He's missed 8. That's a sad 20%.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen. Defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Morant with it. 9 points in the game so far. Jackson passes to Morant.
And judging Morant's game early on, I've heard a few people with Allen Iverson comparisons.
Well, put me in that number as well. That's going to be tough to fill up, but it just means he has the potential, the quickness, the athletic ability, the IQ, the handles. They're both lightning fast, slight builds, and both tough. And you see the explosive ability to get to the rim and finish. I'm going to ask my boy AI what he thinks about the young Ja.
That's good from Morant. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche.
Oh, what a beautiful point.
Look at the intensity. Did you see that? Great. Are you for real? Morant, way up. That move is fire.
Here's White. Outside, Levine. Shot clock at 6. Here's Carter. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got 3 assists in the game. And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. 22 is their biggest lead. Their next game, playing at home, is the Nets coming to town. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Outside, Jones. Here's Jackson. Second shot opportunity, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
And despite that funky delivery, Jackson Jr. has become one of the more lethal three-point shooters in this league, no matter the position.
And give his father a lot of credit. He and his mom, it's in his DNA. I played with his father in Washington, and he was a knockdown, deadly shooter, a champion with the Spurs as well. Now, as far as Jackson Jr., he's already shooting around 40% from beyond the arc. That's an incredible number for a player his age. It makes the Grizzlies very difficult to match up with defensively.
No good on the free throw. Jang, he's checked in for Memphis. Dylan Brooks comes in for John Morant. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Noah Vonleh, he's checked in for Carter. Young comes in for Porter. Valentine's checked in for Zach LaVine. And Satoransky subbed in for White. And he sinks the second. Now Valentine, 5 points in the game. Young outside. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Clark's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Young with the steal. Now, here's Satoransky. He's got 9. Outside, Jones. Pass to Jang. Poke loose. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Here's Satoransky. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Anderson's checked in. .151 left here in the second. Clark right side. Fast break, here they come. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Tyus Jones.
Oh, I just love seeing Satoransky put it on the deck, especially with a purpose. I mean, forces a trip to the line right there.
Bulls have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. First free throw is good. He hits both from the stripe.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
Passes to Jones. Anderson outside. Pass to Jang. And stolen by Vonleh. Fast break, here we go. Now here's Valentine. He's guarded closely. The pass to Satoransky. 6 to shoot. Young passes to Satoransky. Can't connect from short range. And the Grizzlies leading by 14. Clark right side. Here's Jang. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Nice shot by Brooks.
Well, most of Brooks' shots come from beyond the arc, and with good reason. He's an effective three-point shooter.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, no need to rush right here. Let the clock run a little, then execute your offense.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And here is Brooks. 12 points for him. It's Jones on the wing. From past the arc. The shot, no good. And so it's Memphis. Their lead at 15 going into the break. Their defense has been active and effective. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Jonas, you guys got off to a strong start. How important was it to set the tone early?
You know, we came out with a different energy. We said it's enough to struggle from the start. You know, we got to focus and play good starts.
That is where it all starts. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Boy, what a crowd joining us here for our halftime report. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. There was no stopping Ja Morant in the first half. He had 13 points, 2 rebounds, and you have to like what's going on in Memphis, Shaq. Ja Morant feeding Jaren Jackson Jr.
Jackson Jr. played against his dad. He's part of that exceptional top 5 in the 2018 draft. He's actually one of the youngest guys in that class.
You know what the funny thing is? You know, he can finish with either hand. Like, as a guy, most of the guys.
He's amphibious. I like it.
Well, it's epic. But
bilingual.
Yeah, that too. But he's just scratching the surface. I don't know if he can guard 1 through 5, but he can guard 1 through 5 for space.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Thomas Satoransky, he's really been playing well.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Yeah, I mean, showing that tenacity both mentally and physically.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So the Bulls 5 right now. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. And it's Carter in at the 5. Memphis leading by 13. Brooks kicks to Valanciunas. Morant against White. And that one's good. Morant's got 15.
Well, when you have a guy like Morant, an elite ball handler who can hit from anywhere, there's no real limit to the points he can score.
Bulls trail by 15. White dishes to Carter. Pass to Porter. Out to White. To the right side. The shot by Markkanen, nobody around, and the wing jumper offline. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. 22 is their biggest lead.
This is what you like seeing. Brooks being aggressive and taking initiative there.
The Bulls shooting a putrid 25% from the field. Poor shot selection all around. Floats one up. And the rejection by Jackson. Morant drives in and finished off by Morant.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And guys, it's clear though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
White finds Levine, fires from 18. The shot that time not on target. And Memphis the other way now.
It's still early, but a 1-for-4 start to the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. If they've got a can't-miss play, now's the time to break the glass and pull it out.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, good to hear from you. Now, Zach LaVine has become a star, but he knows there's still work to be done. He said, I'm stepping into a leadership role, asking more of myself and giving more each year. You've got to look at your faults. I have to continue to improve my defense. I want to help us make the playoffs. My next step as a player is winning. Guys, back to you.
Great attitude. David, thank you. Morant against Markkanen. Morant left side. Porter with the steal. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Porter's running. And again, no good by Chicago. The Grizzlies on offense. It's been 8 unanswered points for them.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Absolutely relentless. They're in the flow and riding that wave for as long as they can.
A challenging stretch here for Chicago. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Chicago calls timeout.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Poor rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
And Memphis making a change here. Winslow's checked in. And a look now at some of the players we can expect to see in this year's dunk contest. Always one of the great events of All-Star Weekend.
It is, Kevin. You just can't take your eyes off it. The ideas those guys come up with, and then the guts it takes to pull them off, always blows me away.
And you look at Morant, almost all the way up there in the top spot. I don't know if he'll make it to number 1, but you'd have to say he's going to be a part of the contest for sure.
It's looking that way, and the contest will be a lot better off having him in it. He always puts on a show.
And so that's the breakdown as it currently stands. We'll be keeping you all updated with the latest info and, of course, our final list of contestants as we get closer.
Yeah, and if they don't invite me to be a judge, I'm still going.
Kevin, this is sort of a boom or bust type player last year. Brooks is a major league streak shooter. I mean, and when he's on, he can carry your offense.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
Chicago with the ball. Clock at 6. White with it. He's picked up by Morant. And it's White missing.
And when you look at Brooks's game logs from last year, you're spot on. I mean, one night he might put up 30. The next night he might go for 6 or 7.
Yes, yeah, but you need those explosive scorers on the roster. You know, I call him the Vinny the Microwave Johnson type. When he's hot, you ride him. When he's not, sub him. That's simple.
Grizzlies have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. And he makes the first.
Well, it's easy to see all the hard work Dillon Brooks has put in. I mean, he just continues to add new wrinkles to his game.
And both free throws good for Brooks. So it's Chicago now. Outside, White. Here's Markkanen, and Markkanen throws it down.
Oh, strong for Markkanen. I mean, he's a very good rebounder and an undervalued part of his skill set.
To the paint, here's Jackson. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got assist number 8 now on the night. And it's the Bulls with the ball. Outside, White. Here's Markkanen. Lays it up and banks it in. That's now 8 points for Lauri Markkanen.
Oh, he likes to finish shots strong. He isn't afraid of contact. Markkanen is easy to root for.
To the inside, Jackson goes up and lays it nice and easy. Jackson's got 19 points.
And amazing what they're doing on offense here. Perfect from the field to start the half.
Outside, Levine. Here's White. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
But playing fast is what White does. I mean, it must be exhausting to chase him down. Sometimes you got to foul him.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1. And that one falls for White. And both free throws good for White. Memphis leading by 23. Jackson finds Morant. And they double up Morant. Winslow with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Just 5 to shoot. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Brooks.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And Chicago has possession. Here's Levine. He feeds it to Carter. He blocks it again. You've got to have a better effort against him.
Sending back everything.
Porter with the steal. In transition, here come the Bulls. White wide open. He fires. And the Bulls with another miss. Brooks, that's a 2-pointer. They get it again. A nice shot by Winslow. Winslow's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And Levine, here we go. Good on the bucket.
The ball handling Levine has, oh, it's special. Look how he's just showing there how gifted he is at creating for himself.
White against Morant. Here's Jackson in, and his hot hand continues. 10 of 11 from the floor and looking for more.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here, trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
And when Zach LaVine gets hot, C-Web, he gets scorching hot. Can completely take over a game.
Oh, GA, you know it. And last year, LaVine made 13 threes in a single game. That's one off the record set by a splash brother himself, Klay Thompson. Now, when LaVine gets going, he can be absolutely unstoppable.
Free throw good, Levine.
Well, you have to appreciate the value of an acrobatic showman like Levine. I mean, his antics will keep your squad and the crowd pumped up.
Chicago making a switch here. Noah Vonleh, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. Daniel Gafford comes in for Markkanen. Young's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. And Satoransky's subbed in for White. Good on both.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
And for Memphis, they're shooting an incredible 64% for the field in this game. Jones, the pass to Chang. To the middle. Here's Anderson. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Anderson's got 8.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Now Satoransky. 14 points for him. It's Vonleh atop the key. Kicks it to Young. And the basket is good. Young's got his second bucket tonight. And so it's Memphis with it. Jones looking for an opening. Passes it to Concho. Here's Jang. Up and in on the layup.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Now here's Levine. He's got 8. And the rejection by Jang. And he's able to get it back. And he gets it back. And he recovers it. Satoransky finds Young. Inside. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. The shot by Satoransky, no good. And here are the Grizzlies. And here's Winslow. Pass to Jang. Back to Winslow. From the arc. It's rebounded by Vonleh. Chicago has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Young. Sinks that one from the post. He's got 6.
Oh, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
Winslow with it. Dishes to Anderson. Jang against Levine. It's hauled in by the Bulls. And oh, here we go. Young's got it. The fast break chance. Kick out to Levine. Back to Young. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Capable of doing many things well. Levine has a good sense of when his guys are open. And when you think about it, Thaddeus Young, he can be a thorn in the opposition side. He's just a great disruptor on defense. I mean, he has long arms, good timing to get those deflections.
Clark, he's checked in for Justice Winslow. Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for Chicago. That's good from Young.
And with Young, I mean, his game has evolved over the course of his career.
Oh, think about it, GA. When he came into the league, he was an up-and-down tweener. I think what's made him more consistent of a player you can rely on, is his defense has improved, and along with his shooting. Now, he uses different methods, but he still gets it done as a vet.
Satoransky against Jones. The pass to Vonleh. 6 on the shot clock. And it's in there. And the Grizzlies leading by 20. Jones with it. Now defended by Vonleh. And Anderson has it in the corner. It's blocked. Satoransky, the pass to Valentine. Count that one. 9 points for Denzel Valentine. A minute 42 left here in the third quarter. Here's Jones.
Get there, get there.
And Anderson has it in the corner. No good again that time. Bulls trail by 18. Jones against Young. Right wing. Here's Satoransky. And the 3 off target.
His bad night from the field is only going to get worse if he keeps throwing up shots like that.
Jones finds Clark. Back to Jones. Pass to Conchar. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Noah Vonleh, and he's got his first free throw of the game.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
And he knocks down the first one. He's perfect from the line this time.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And so Sadaransky will bring it up for the Bulls. Passes it to Valentine. Now here's Vonleh. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Had a success rate from the line last year of about 78%.
And the first one at the line is good. Morant, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. And good on the second, so he makes them both. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Jang. Bulls trail by 18. Here's Sadaransky. Count that bucket. Sadaransky's got 16.
Oh, man, Sadaransky is kicking it up a notch, showing no signs of slowing down on offense.
Morant outside. Deep two from Anderson. No good. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And the Grizzlies leading by 16. Tyus Jones out there with Morant. Then there's Anderson. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Clark in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Morant finds Clark. Here's Valanciunas. And it's blocked. Now Valentine. It's Young on the wing. Down low. Here's Gafford. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Jonas Valanciunas. That free throw, no good. Kobe White, he's checked in for Chicago. No good on the second free throw. Memphis leading by 16. Here's Jones. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Constantly competing. Morant is a terrific rebounder for his position and also a terrific finisher.
Valentine passes to Gafford. Outside, White. And here's Valentine for three. The rebound by Anderson. For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Morant against White. The kick out to Anderson. 6 to shoot. Over Valentine. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Vonleh's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. White with it. He's picked up by Morant. White goes in. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Valanciunas has got his 16th rebound on the night. Jones for 3. The rebound by Young.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Jaren Jackson. He's checked in for Kyle Anderson. And it's Dylan Brooks in for Jones. The Bulls also changing it up. Carter, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Markkanen comes in for Noah Vonleh. And it's Otto Porter Jr. in for Young. Brooks against White. Here's Carter. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Jaren Jackson.
A big body inside. I mean, Carter Jr. uses his physical advantage as well to pick up fouls.
And that one misses.
And now, Wendell Carter, a great young prospect for the Bulls. Kevin, he's seen steady improvement so far. They believe he'll be a factor for a long time.
And the second free throw, good.
And with Carter, they like that he's an impact player on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, Jay, and on the offensive end, he's an underrated passer. I could see him taking more playmaking responsibility in the future. The ceiling on his skill set is very high.
Feeds to Valanciunas. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Oh man, I love watching Valanciunas score the ball. He makes it look so easy, and he makes the defense feel uneasy out there.
The free throw drops for Valanciunas.
Whether he's starting or coming off the bench, Valanciunas is a nice piece to have. He's a big man who's a nightly double-double threat.
Levine's checked in for Denzel Valentine. Valanciunas hits them both. And here are the Bulls now, trailing by 19. Levine deciding where to go with it. And Levine with the slam.
You just see why Levine won the dunk contest in 2016. I mean, he has endless ups.
Brooks against Levine. Brooks kicks to Clark. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a guy you can leave alone. Not if you have any hope of closing the gap.
Now here's Levine. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point. Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. And so White will bring it up for Chicago. Here's Markkanen. Lays it up off the glass.
More of a shooting than passing guard. White still able to find the open man.
Pass to Valanciunas. Brooks outside to the inside. Dives for it, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Brooks.
That's just a needless giveaway. You got to make the defense work for their turnovers.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Bean passes to White. Greg, compare the times when you played as an NBA player with a lot more contact and what was like go on the floor to what we're seeing now, and there seem to be a lot of whistles, a lot of stoppage of play.
I mean, there's no doubt about it. You know, you got to allow players to defend. And if they're in a legal guarding position, let them do their job. You know, eliminate the cheap ones. Part of the issue, though, partner, is now so much of the game is played on an island, right? You don't have the crowds that you typically would see guys in back in our era. There's more space. The court, in that sense, is bigger. You're out there kind of on your own, man. And these guys are crafty at drawing fouls.
It's never been harder for a defender. Clark outside. Shot clock at 6. Jackson in the corner. Back to Clark. Over Porter. Here's Jackson. He dishes it to Brooks. That shot off. Nice D from Levine. Bulls trail by 20. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
White against Brooks. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Oh, a good shot blocker who competes hard on defense. Defenders better think twice before trying Valanciunas.
Count it. That gives him the double-double. 11 points and 19 rebounds.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Here's White. Carter outside. Greg, you played against some terrific players, including the late, great Kobe Bryant. I'd love to hear your thoughts on playing against Kobe.
I mean, his passing is still tough, I'm sure, for many to deal with because he was just taken from us at such a young age. But this guy was a ferocious competitor and someone who showed us in life and in tragedy that you need to make the most of every moment that we have here. You know, I just appreciated to really the fans getting to know Kobe once his career was over, because I think he was able to let his guard down a little bit and show us a lighter side, a more compassionate side.
That is an excellent point. And that one falls for Clark. And here are the Bulls now. Outside, Markkanen. And the pass to White. Over Morant. Up again, and it's put back in by White.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. White against Morant. Clark for 3. Carter pulls it in. Chicago has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. White against Morant. White dishes to Levine. Over Brooks. And it's off the back rim. No good. And the Grizzlies leading by 23. And the layup is good.
He's such an effective scorer. Brooks knows when he should look to capitalize from this area.
The Bulls shooting around 29% from the floor. Tough night for them all around on the offensive end. Outside, Markkanen. To the middle. Here's White. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And with the frequency of three-point shots skyrocketing, Greg, does the drastic change concern you? And should something be done to lessen the dependence these teams have on threes?
It's crazy. I mean, we're starting to see teams take more threes than twos. You know, some have said maybe limit fouls on three-pointers to only 2 free throws. That might eliminate some of the flopping on those long-range attempts, but I really feel like this is the evolution of the game, and that three is going to be vital.
And that one falls for White. So both teams changing it up here. And both free throws good for White. And the Grizzlies leading by 23. And here is Allen. It's hauled in by Cornette. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Here's Melton. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And though he's very active at the offensive end, Melton probably makes his biggest impact defensively.
I agree, Gia. He works hard, shows good instincts, and reads the passing lanes very well. He's also disruptive with his speed, his length, and I like that he can play physical. He can get you out of your rhythm.
And the first one drops. Both teams deciding to change it up. And he makes both free throws. Chicago has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Porter looking it over. Just 5 on the clock. Drops in the tray. Porter's got his first 3 points of the game.
And a real weapon of Porter's, outstanding at finding the room he needs on the perimeter to pull the trigger.
Pass to Brooks. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Zach LaVine.
Sometimes Brooks is a tough matchup for the D, especially when he's playing with some intensity and looking to score.
And he knocks down the first one. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Morant's checked in. And both free throws good for Brooks.
That's what they want to see from him, attacking, getting whistles, and maybe causing some foul trouble.
Left side, LaVine lets it go from deep. Ja Morant grabs the rebound. Morant's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. White the pass to Porter. The shot comes out. Some solid defense from Clark. Memphis has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. White against Morant. Jackson up top. And Valanciunas kicks to Clark. Memphis moving it around. Brooks against LaVine. Here's Carter. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got 5 assists in the game.
What concentration from the big man right there. Carter Jr., I mean, he's experienced at converting difficult baskets.
Here's Morant, and then Morant slams it in.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Outside, White. And the rejection by Jackson. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. And here are the Bulls now.
A beast defensively. Clark's reach and high motor is what makes him effective at blocking shots.
Morant outside. And they double up Morant. Valanciunas scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Even double team. He had the vision to see the open man.
Valanciunas has gone 5 of 7 from the floor here. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Levine against Brooks. Levine can't hit.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Oh, man, awful display from him so far. But you know he's going to keep working to try to turn it around.
Morant dishes to Valanciunas. Misses off the left iron. And Chicago shooting around 29% from the floor. Tough night for them all around on the offensive end. The Grizzlies shooting 44% in the fourth. The offense with some ups and downs. Morant kicks to Clark. White against Morant. Back to Clark. Over Levine. And that one's good by Clark.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Grizzlies.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jaren Jackson.
Oh, he was a scary man at the defensive end with all those blocks. Even the shots he didn't get a hand on, he affected. He forced a lot of misses out there tonight.
That's good from Carter.
Oh, and the potential Carter Jr. has is enticing. A multi-talented big who plays with the real competitive fire.
The Bulls making a switch here. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Vonleh. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Otto Porter Jr. Garrett Temple has checked in for Levine. And Satoransky subbed in for White. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Allen with it. We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter. Passes it to Melton. Inside. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Temple the pass to Hutchison. Pass to Satoransky. 5 to shoot. Here's Cornett. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky.
He can fill out a lot of different roles, but Satoransky excels as a creator. He can make the spectacular passes and the smart ones.
It's Allen on the wing. Over Temple. And he overshot that one, missing. And so Satoransky will bring it up for the Bulls. Here's the 3. That one misses. Allen left side. Bain. No good on the triple. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Jonas, you have a lot on you in terms of patrolling the paint. How do you think you're doing?
I feel good. You know, there is a better game, there is a worse game, but, you know, I'm bringing energy every game. I'm fighting, and my job is take rebounds, set of screens. I'm doing that job.
It's grunt work, but you're good at it. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.